There is no better way to go about training. There's no better way to go about the camaraderie or the networking. This is the premier way to attend anything having to do with training, conference, whatever. And in this case, for Chief Architect, fantastic.
Well, Chief Architect, first and foremost, it's a CAD program. We're going to start out today talking about the CAD in Chief Architect, why it's a CAD program. All right, and you know, and Kevin will attest to this. He's been to my classes, and I've talked about this. Once you understand that you're not really drawing a house on your computer, it's just a bunch of CAD things. And when you understand the interaction between those CAD items on your screen, on your computer, it makes it easier for the program. It makes it easier for you to understand why the program is doing what it's doing.
We're here at the ChiefExperts Design Build Academy in Las Vegas, 2016. I'm here with Kathy. Kathy, what's the biggest takeaway you've gotten from the last 2 days of being in the training class that we've been doing?
Well, first of all, it's just great to be with other people who are in the same field, design, architecture, whatever, and just sharing ideas, and the networking part of it was so valuable for me.
And then how about the program itself? Give me a takeaway that you've had from that, something that really struck you.
Well, I felt like, as coming into the advanced class, which I didn't think I was qualified for, but I felt like I knew things that were like the tip of the icebergs, but I felt like there were tons of things that were in between that I didn't really understand and know, and that really is what these last couple days did for me. They filled in all those gaps, and it really helped to understand how to do things I really wasn't confident in doing before.
So you get a little bit better bird's eye view of the program and how it works?
Very much so. And then in detail, because that's what we did. We went through and learned how each one of those things.
Pam, you've been here for the last few days. What's the biggest takeaway that you've had from the Chief Architect training that we've been doing?
Oh, I think it's the enormous amount of networking and just seeing that everybody's kind of got their own place and we can feed off of all of their different ideas, and having Dan here to support us has been great. Just learning.
How about in the program itself? What feature did you see that we talked about that kind of really struck you?
You know, I think what I learned the most program-wise was probably learning how to just manage my files and understand how to maneuver the program so that I can effectively use my time.
Cool. Well, I know you do a lot of great work, so looking forward to seeing some of the stuff you do from now on.
Thanks, Dan.
What was the biggest takeaway that you've had from the last 2 days at the ChiefExperts Academy when studying Chief Architect?
Well, Dan, it's always a pleasure to get instruction from a guy like you who has had 20 years of experience with Chief, right? Is that
23.
What? 23 years.
Yeah.
Always something that we can pick up. One of the other things about this event here is the interaction with other users, because everybody is using Chief in different ways and kind of in different streams, and there's always something you can pick up that just improves your productivity. It's really a wonderful interactive event.
Isn't it cool how everybody, I mean, when you're in a room with a group of Chief Architect users, it's kind of a one-sided conversation, right?
Yeah.
Chief Architect.
It's like Revenge of the Nerds, right?
Revenge of the Chief Architect nerds. I love it. All right, Ted. Thanks. It's been a pleasure having you here.
Thank you, Dan, and really enjoyed it.
All right.